Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel. And yesterday we talked about Windows 10, the operating system that refuses to die. Well, we can actually talk about Windows 11, the operating system that nobody wants. And it's obvious that there are several factors that are in play here for Windows 11 slow adoption rate. And one of the first things that happened is the surprise factor. If you all remember, everybody got surprised when Windows 11 was announced. We weren't expecting an operating system. We weren't expecting a new version of Windows. We were expecting, if you guys remember 3 years ago, a major update to Windows 10. We were expecting Windows 10 was now in a new direction and we'd have something incredible coming to Windows 10. But instead, it turned out to be Windows 11. And everybody got surprised at that one. It's rare that Microsoft can really say that what they're working on is secret enough that we don't know in advance. We knew something big was coming, but surprise, Windows 11. And of course, Windows 11, 3 years and a half into Windows 11, still tons of things are not the way we wanted. Recommended section still there, even if there's nothing in it. Things like that. The customization isn't that great. And so many things people find that they're missing in either their menus or context menus and so on. But what was probably the first thing that people kind of realized is, this thing needs a TPM. What's a TPM? What is a TPM? And that's where everybody understood and learned about a little thing called a Trusted Platform Module. Prevented a lot of people from moving, but the worst part is a lot of people that it prevented from moving had a TPM, was just not turned on in the BIOS. And it became that at some point, and I've actually looked at it quite fast when we arrived there, that the biggest problem was not even the TPM chip. The biggest problem actually became the CPU minimum requirement, that in order for you to move on to Windows 11, suddenly we needed a CPU that was at least 8th generation or later. Not a 7, not a 6. And, 7 and 6 even had TPM 2.0. A lot of them. And it became this minimum requirement, which was the biggest problem. And so that mixed in with a lot of people buying PCs that were, not too expensive, but that had older technologies in it, made a lot of people mad. And then the adoption rate didn't go because there was so many things. Minimum requirement. A lot of people, started being very negative about Windows 11. The start menu didn't, a lot of people didn't like that. And there's still problems with the start menu not really having changed much. So as we're moving on, the hate of Windows 11 for its minimum requirements mixed in with a Windows that maybe is not exactly what people expected or like, and you add to that more hurdles coming up as a lot of people don't want to have AI and recall and all of that, is making Windows 11 a tough one to get adopted, and it's going to continue like that. PC market at the same time, we just got off the pandemic. PC market was slow because, people that purchased a new PC during the pandemic, they needed something to work from home. And that was also something that made adoption slow. As we know, most people buy a new PC to move on to a new Windows. So many things just going, backwards, and it's not over yet. So this is going to be, of course, also interesting in 2025. What will Windows 11 bring us? And how high of a market share will it reach by the time Windows 10 is at end of support? If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.